Canada faces a tough decision over Trump's threat to take Greenland, with Denmark calling on allies to show their support.
To show the American president, you have a desire, you have a vision, you have a request, but you will never be able to achieve that by putting pressure on us.
Several European allies have answered the call, although their deployments are small and symbolic.
They're not sending soldiers in numbers that would actually defend bases and towns in Greenland from any true attack, but they are saying something very clear.
Sources tell CBC News that Canada is considering a plan to send a small number of soldiers to Greenland. They could be deployed by the end of the week.
Canada really can't do anything but support Greenland and Denmark in this circumstance.
Canada's former ambassador to the UN says Ottawa needs to stick by NATO allies, meaning Canadian boots on the ground in Greenland now, if it expects support from Europe later.
Canada can't afford to be ambivalent about this because we're now on the menu. And that is something I think every Canadian needs to understand, that Canada's own integrity and our own territorial sovereignty is very much at stake.
Trump has warned the countries that deploy to Greenland they're playing a very dangerous game. The former chief of defense staff says NATO faces a do-or-die test.
Our prime minister is walking a tightrope in what he does when you don't really want to be in the clear view of a bully, especially when there are big negotiations coming. But I think you do want to do what you have to do to stand up for your morals and integrities.
And other analysts warn that acting later, out of step with other allies, raises the risks.
It's a descending pathway into a very dangerous situation if we don't act. Canadian government has sat on its hands for too long.
The Canadian government has postponed a decision on Canadian deployments while the Prime Minister is out of the country. He's set to return to Ottawa on Wednesday.
And so, Evan, there are already some elements of the Canadian forces inside Greenland, as I understand it.
Yes, we understand some Canadian F-18s have deployed to Greenland for a NORAD mission that was planned previously. And that mission will see Americans, Danes and Canadians working alongside as if these were normal times. But the Danes are looking for a bigger and longer lasting troop commitment to come not alongside U.S. forces, but potentially to defend the island from them.
All right. Evan Dyer in Ottawa, thank you.
Thanks, Adrienne.